Hey, what's up? I haven't really been making much videos past 2 weeks. I sort of burned out on Diablo, so I'm gonna have some more free time. Um, wow. Yeah, waking up feeling fresh is amazing, right? Like not having that hangover. It is such a blessing within itself. I have another video coming out. I attempted to quit caffeine. I made it to about 13 hours. And dude, the last two times were minuscule compared to this. I am like severely addicted, and I was tired and I'm like, okay, I'll lay down. And I woke up with a blistering headache. Like it was a migraine, and I broke. I'm going to maybe try to wean back in a couple of weeks. I'm not going through it. So I'm admitting defeat with that. I was excited to make some progress updates on caffeine withdrawal and quitting caffeine, but one thing at a time. I admit defeat with this. That is brutal. Yeah, I'm probably a good 2 or 3 days of that is just, it's gonna be bad. But anyways, yeah, feeling fresh, not having the hangover, and I apologize for the AC when it runs. It's hot. Just imagine like going months without any hangovers. If you don't get hangovers, that is what it is. But for those of you that know what I'm talking about, it is very liberating. Like, I look forward to the weekends now. Instead of looking forward to drinking, I look forward to like waking up and feeling good. It's a positive outlook. My head is still just not right from trying to do that cold turkey, all caffeine. So yeah. And if you get to a few months, and you fall into the pit I used to fall into of like, oh, the hangovers won't be as bad. I haven't drank in a while. Trust me, from going 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, 3 weeks on repeat over and over and drinking again to excess, the hangovers are always just as bad, if not worse. That next morning never changes, but sometimes your brain likes to trick you. Oh, it won't be so bad. Or oh, I have 2 months sober. If I drink now and I don't drink again for a month, I can say I only drank once in the past 3 months. Like, it doesn't work that way. It's just weird how the brain works. My brain would play those tricks on me. But yeah, it's a blessing. I'm very pleased and I'm very thankful to have went over a year and a week now. Wow, I'm already a week past my 1 year mark. I'm very blessed to have gone this long without any hindrance or hangover. Today felt rough. Caffeine withdrawal, still maybe not as bad as a hangover. The headache, like a hangover is really rough, but the headache from this caffeine withdrawal was like, oh man, this is a no-go right now. But yeah, I just wanted to, a lot of the future content's going to get a little repetitive. I'm going to try to branch out, and if I'm talking on the same topics I already have, I'm sorry. It's therapeutic for me to talk, even if it is the same type of topic. If you've already heard me talk on these sorts of things, just skip the video. I don't blame you. I'm constantly trying to come up with new things to talk about, but it's very hard. I already have a catalog of like 30, 40, 50 videos, so maybe more. It could be near 100, I don't know. So I apologize for that. So from here on out, I'm not going to apologize for that kind of stuff, but I do today because I know I erased my whole catalog of my topics because I was marking down what I've already talked about, and it started getting annoying, like going through it and having to like come up with new things. I'm just going to wing it. It is what it is. But you'll feel fresh. You'll get more things done. And if you're a lay arounder like I used to lay around and just drink Gatorades and water all day, and I wouldn't really do much. I'd get on and like I'd do things for a couple hours, lay down, and I wasted a lot of time. you can make up a lot of hours of your life. Like, let's say you only binge drink 2 weekends a month. Say you're sparse, right? A lot of people do it every weekend or more than that, and you get hangovers. Let's say you're wasting 2 full days. That's 24 full days out of the year, almost a month out of the year you're being unproductive. And a lot of people are way more than that. It would affect me into Sunday and even Monday sometimes. So you're looking at a month and a half to 2 months. Literally, you could be very dulled out and not your 100%, right? And when you really think of that time, you can be so productive. Even like working a job instead of being hungover, you can make an immense amount of money for the average person. Your hobbies could accelerate greatly. You could learn the guitar in that time. You could, the list goes on endlessly. And that was always a big motivator for me. And I'm thankful I had hangovers. I've always said this: if I didn't have hangovers, I may be dead. I may be in a much different place right now, because I wouldn't have been like the every other weekend binge drinker, every weekend binge drinker. I think I would have drank much more frequently if I would have just not had that impairment from it. It could have been very bad and disastrous for me. And I know people that actively do that. And some of them have hangovers, they're functioning. Like I sort of could do that when I was younger. I could go into work. I know people quite old that drink every night and still function quite well. That never could have been me, I don't think. But it's still taking a toll on them. And some of them have obvious signs of hangovers, and they somehow still get through it. It just seems miserating. But yeah, every day can be fresh. Every day can be enjoyable, and it's never perfect. It's always a work in progress. Your mood's gonna fluctuate. I'm gonna have another video on the caffeine, but this is something I'm battling: the caffeine and my anger. It's two check marks I have yet to really cross off my list. I might introduce some sertraline, some SSRIs, some like anti-anxiety meds again here in the next 2 or 3 months, see how that goes. I really wanted to get off caffeine and see if that helped my anger, because of it ramps me up so much. But man, the withdrawals are brutal, dude. Like I know it's nothing compared to probably like hard drugs, but for me, it's like I am sort of dependent on it. And I hate that. So like my old approach the last 2 times I did this, I think I have to take a more holistic approach of like weaning down a bit more, or having some Excedrin on standby and having more time off. Like if that headache lasts 4 to 5 days, there's no way I can go into work like that. My workout regimen will be ripped apart. Like I really have to. I can't just do the cold turkey thing with it this time. But yeah, I'm very, very thankful for these things. And you should be too if you're not drinking. And if you're feeling like crap every day or every weekend from drinking, like just imagine a life without it. It's much better, honestly. I've said it a million times. I've never woke up and went, man, I wish I drank last night. Ever. Every person I've ever seen relapse, myself included, instant regret in the morning when you wake up. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. A lot of times it's not even that fun. You're like, why did I do that? So I'm thankful to be past 72 days. I'm very thankful to be there. Man, my best was 120, and I 3x that. I love it. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Just a no hangover life it's quite amazing, honestly. And yeah, take it easy.